So I wanted to show you something.
Taylor Swift's album reveal has the internet in an uproar, and as usual, people are reading into the whole thing a lot, including us. When Taylor Swift hopped onto Jason and Travis Kelce's New Heights podcast to announce her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, the Swiftie masses were immediately seated and ready to devour every possible detail they could about Swift's upcoming 12th album.
This is my brand new album.
It was a juicy info dump for Swifties. Not only did she show off the album cover, but she highlighted the back of the sleeve with the names of the songs, and showed off the design of the vinyl as well. Then within minutes of the episode's premiere, Swift posted to her Instagram teasing more artwork and revealing the official release date of October 3rd, 2025. And it's safe to say that the artwork has everyone's jaw on the floor. While Swift has worn her fair share of sexy looks, some of her sultry poses in Las Vegas showgirl attire for the new album have turned the spice up a notch. Swift keeps the comments on her Instagram page turned off, but reposts on X show just how much her fans are losing their heads over her new era. One of the alternate covers shows her posing in a little more than a couple strings of diamonds. So stunning, said one of the comments, and most of her fans seem to agree that that's pretty much the understatement of the century. Perhaps anticipating that her fans would want as much of her new album as they could get, Tay-Tay decided to offer multiple editions of The Life of a Showgirl. Each has a different picture on the cover and corresponds with a specific color. And according to her Instagram posts, the special editions were only going to be available for 72 hours from the time she posted. The response was swift. The It's Beautiful CD Deluxe Edition with silvery title font and the bejeweled outfit we just talked about sold out almost immediately. Ditto for the It's Rapturous Edition CD, which has a glittery purple for the font and a photo of Swift in a wig surrounded by feathers. We'll just cut to the chase. All the deluxe edition CDs on the website sold out within hours of the announcement, although you can still buy the cassette version if you have a way to play it.
I was also entering
a new era.
A new
Orange.
era.
As Swift enters into this next era, it looks like fans are going to need to strap in for a more grown-up version of the artist. Teaming up with Sabrina Carpenter for one of the tracks also feels appropriate, not just because Carpenter worked with Swift during the Eras tour, but also because Carpenter appears to be pivoting to a more overtly sexy style as well. That alone makes The Life of a Showgirl feel more mature than some of her previous releases, especially with the artwork bordering on not safe for work.
There's Easter eggs that maybe aren't even really Easter eggs.
Yeah, it's sort of a tradition that we started a very long time ago.
Naturally, Swifties have been clamoring to dissect every tiny detail available about the album's release ever since. Fans spotted plenty of Easter eggs during Swift's Eras tour, and as it turns out, the singer-songwriter might have been teasing her new album even back then. Those who are confused or surprised by The Life of a Showgirl's striking orange aesthetic and all the excitement surrounding it simply haven't been paying enough attention. Swift started wearing more orange outfits on tour in May 2024, leading to increasing speculation that it would be the color of her next big era. She seemingly confirmed this when the globe-trotting history-making tour ended in December 2024, and she exited the stage through an orange door with the farewell message, "See you next era." It's now officially arrived, and orange has never looked this good. When Swift started a countdown on her website prior to the release of the podcast episode where she announced the big news, fans understandably got very excited. The official announcement appeared on her website at exactly 12:12 a.m. Eastern Time on August 12th. Notice a pattern? After the album's cover reveal, Swift also confirmed that the record will feature 12 tracks because, of course, it will.
There's no other songs coming. This is 12. There's not a 13th, there's not a 4th, there's not other ones coming.
The pop star also may or may not have teased the album back in February during the 2025 Grammy Awards when she wore stunning red earrings embedded with 12 gemstones each. It's no secret that Swift has used numbers in the past to convey cryptic messages to her fans, and she's done it again. Rumors swirled that the release of the singer's 12th album was imminent back in May 2025, when she announced that she'd bought back the master recordings of her first 6 albums. In an open letter penned to her fans, Swift noted that she'd often been this close to clinching the deal, and that she'd finally managed to close it. Fans quickly pointed out that she used 12 I's when she wrote this, with one penning on X. I feel like TS12 just got so much closer. One might have thought it a bit of a stretch, but Swift did take to her Instagram stories to compliment her bestie Selena Gomez on her new album in March with the message, "I love this album so much, oh my god." Notice the 12 Ds? It might be safe to say it was no coincidence. Swift's latest album announcement was different from her previous ones in that she didn't post about its release herself the moment it was announced. Instead, Travis Kelce's podcast shared the news first on its social media, as Swifties kept feverishly refreshing the singer's Instagram page. To fans, it didn't come as much of a surprise that Swift would let her boyfriend do the honors. While there have been rumors that Swift and Kelce's relationship might be on the rocks, it's clear as day to Swifties everywhere that the couple is as madly in love as ever, and that Swift's relationship with Kelce is different than all her others. Swifties took to X to write, "How can you not be happy for Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Love shines through when you see them." And find someone who looks at and loves you the way Taylor Swift does for Travis Kelce. Kelce gushed about Swift's onstage presence and her ability to make a stadium show feel like an intimate gathering during an interview with GQ, saying, "People gravitate towards how she performs and how she makes it feel like the entire stadium is in this little room with her." The pair even engaged in some playful banter on the New Heights podcast.
You're so handsome.
Later on, Jason Kelce joked that he should probably leave as the couple confessed their love for each other. Needless to say, at this point, we wouldn't be surprised if Travis Kelce is the one to announce Swift's 13th studio album. Like we said, most of Swift's fans felt like the pop star might have outdone herself with all the different artwork options for her new album. One person pulled out the thesaurus to write on X, "This is one of the most intriguing aesthetics she has ever evoked for an album. I'm so excited." The Grammy winner gave a little bit of insight into the thought process behind the designs on the New Heights podcast, saying that she didn't want the album's artwork to feature a photo of her on stage because the lyrics would delve into her personal feelings from that time, and not what she felt while performing.
This, to me, tells more of what the actual contents lyrically of the album are.
Got it.
But despite all the forethought that clearly went into designing the thing, it didn't take long for X users to start turning the artwork into memes. One person thought the frightening alternate cover looked a lot like Spider-Man's iconic pose and left one person to quip, "Well, they both ended Jake Gyllenhaal on a bridge." Absolutely savage. But that wasn't the end of it. The album's name alone sparked references to everything from Mamma Mia to The Sweet Life on Deck and High School Musical. Even Cardi B joined in on the fun, sharing a photo of SpongeBob SquarePants breathing a sigh of relief to express her happiness over the fact that her album, Am I the Drama, would release in September, and she wouldn't have to compete with the pop powerhouse on the charts. Fans love the Life of a Showgirl cover, but the same can't be said for some critics, who thought that Swift would have been better off selecting any of the alternates as the primary artwork. But one ex-commentator pointed out the choice may have been a reference to John Everett Millet's iconic painting of Ophelia, and their theory seemed plausible, considering that the opening track of the LP was titled The Fate of Ophelia. Meanwhile, another person drew attention to the fact that Swift's posing on an alternate cover was the same as the cover of her 2017 album Reputation. Once again, the reference may have been intentional since the pop star worked with the same photographers who shot the older album cover. A Swiftie even realized that the artwork of The Life of a Showgirl aptly seemed to follow the style of the Eras Tour poster. Fans believed that Swift may have foreshadowed her newest era in 2022 by donning glitzy clothes similar to the ones she wore on the album's cover for her Bejeweled music video. Additionally, an alternate cover of the album was likely a reference to the Eras Tour, since it saw Swift sitting on the same chair that she used for her performance of Vigilante Shit on the Road. Despite all the Easter eggs and revelations, there's still no telling what Swift's newest era may bring.